Yeah, hi Martin. This is Michael Buckoff from BetterTOEFLScores.com. How's it going? So you've made you took a writing practice test on one of the password protected pages of your writing lessons, and you're one of my stealth students of my 7-step system to pass the TOEFL iBT. So let's take a look at what you have. So you say, hey Michael, could you evaluate my essay? Thanks a lot for all the materials on your blog. You're welcome, and yes, I can take a look at it. Let's see what we have. You say, many people have learned a foreign language in their own country. Others have learned a foreign language in the country in which it is spoken. Which is better? Give the advantages of each and support your viewpoint. Tough question. Easily confused. So let's look at the question before we get better. So first of all, you need to discuss the advantages, I think, of learning a foreign language in your own country, and then discuss the advantages of learning a foreign language in the country in which it is spoken, and then explain which is better by supporting your own viewpoint. So you say there are two possible choices to learn a language. The first is to learn it, I would say, not in the home country, and the second is abroad, among native speakers. Studying at home doesn't require a big amount of money and brings ample results. Maybe use a semicolon after results there. On the other hand, studying abroad brings significantly better results and helps to acquire language patterns more naturally. Both have advantages. However, learning a foreign language in the country where it is spoken is better. Okay, again, after advantages, I think use a semicolon there. Be careful. Don't combine two independent clauses together with a comma. That's called a run-on or a comma splice. Okay, let's go to your paragraph 2. This is where you get into the advantages. Almost everybody started to learn a foreign language in their own country. Not a good topic sentence here because it doesn't really state an advantage of learning the foreign language in one's own country. So you don't really start the paragraph with an assertion, with some type of claim. The claim is an advantage. You said it's quite common to start at the age of 5 or 6 with basic structures and vocabulary to name essential objects, to introduce oneself, or to ask particular questions. Again, you need to create a topic sentence that focuses around advantage, which you haven't done here. You say this is based on elementary grammar followed by higher and higher levels. It is learned at school where everybody is able to study for free. This makes the whole process relatively free. The only expense is to purchase some study materials. The overall benefit is that most of the students achieve sufficient level of knowledge and are able to speak and write. You kind of get to the purpose of the paragraph at the end of the paragraph, but you haven't really connected this back to why learning a foreign language in one's own country is good. So I don't think this paragraph has a good purpose to it. Okay, let's look at your next body paragraph 3. Another possibility of acquisition of foreign language is in the country where it is used by native speakers. This, again, your topic sentence, it doesn't really state an advantage. What the advantage of learning in the language of the country where it is spoken. So your two body paragraphs, they don't really have good topic sentences that connect back to the thesis. Your thesis is both have advantages. So you want to be very clear in those topic sentences in body paragraphs 2 and 3 what it is you're doing. So you say, here comes in everyday contact with new vocabulary from the very first moment in the morning till evening. Because of interaction, learners get used to the grammar patterns. Native speakers usually use proper grammar and sentence structure, which result in subconscious assimilation of language rules. This is followed by fast improvements in both speaking and writing abilities. And not only these, but also writing gets better since learners read newspapers or advertisements in streets, other activities, watching TV shows, soap operas, or I would say listening to announcements in the subway forced the learner to think about the meaning and subsequently to use foreign language to ponder. Not bad, but it doesn't really directly address the task of the writing assignment and what you're doing in your thesis. You say, to sum up, learning a language in our own country brings us the essential basis of grammar, decent vocabulary without significant expenses, but a better way of learning is in a country where it is spoken, since it transforms us and helps us to use the language more effectively. Okay, finally, in the final paragraph, you get to your own viewpoint, but you haven't really developed that fully. So you probably need more development in that last paragraph. You need to connect body paragraphs 2 and 3 more explicitly to the purpose of the writing. So your overall organization in terms of directly addressing the writing assignment could be better. Could be better than it is, right? So you do have some minor grammar problems which you're interfering with a little bit with your ideas, but the main thing is the organization of it. So I think this is going to knock your essay probably out of the 4.0 out of 5 category, maybe move it down to 3.5 out of 5. So you need a more explicit organization, especially with the topic sentences of body paragraphs 2 and 3. So again, your score here is it's right around 3.5 out of 4.